A certain trifle. God, he seems like he's in pain again. Ah, Traveller, it's nice to see you. You don't look so good, man. God, it's the biggest typewriter I've ever seen. You have bags under your eyes. And oh my God, that's the biggest thing I've seen there either. Two? Either? Two? You have bags under your eyes and it seems like you barely speak. You should take a break. I can't rest. I stayed up all night last night writing drafts, but none were good enough. Time for yet another rewrite. Bro. You have to write like a total of 20 words. It's not that hard. Slap it on some official letterhead, problem solved. If you have any official business you require my assistance with, please wait a moment. You can pull up a chair near Mr. Royale's. Perhaps even he has coffee. I must get back to writing. No, using "to my dear colleagues" is certainly not formal enough. I would just say, attention all staff members. Attention all staff. Traveller, glad to see you've come back for another visit. Coffee? Why were none of you surprised to see me here before? Yeah, Paimon wanted to ask too, but those guys were so loud, and Paimon didn't dare talk about anything else. And I thought I was going to be kicked out. Why? No need to worry. The guards let you in, so why would we take it upon ourselves to chase you out? Because this is your place of work and I have no reason to be here? Oh, hello. This is also an example of clear delegation of authority and responsibility. Hello, Traveller. I am Semaine. It is a pleasure to meet you. Hi. Semaine used to work in the courts as an assistant secretary. Due to some rather messy circumstances, he was transferred back to the Maison Gestion. I'm concerned. He's got evil eyebrows. Using his logical and precise deductions, we were able to find solutions to many previously intractable problems. Please, that's a bit much. I merely transferred over my previous work experience and used the value of certain things to infer the importance of matters related to them. Though in practice, countless matters that cannot be precisely measured will crop up in the course of work. But in these cases, applying Raoult's well-developed axioms of human interaction is of great importance. And that means what now? Put simply, when dealing with work, Semaine is quite skilled in considering all sides in their state and makes everyone feel like they are important. It's like balancing scales. And if the balancing act is simply impossible, then I can tip the scales with the weight of words. Yon seems to be working hard. Yeah, it seems he's about to pass out. This is a path that all must walk, sooner or later. Should I help Yon write the document? He will not remember this lesson. What's the lesson? Do your job. His head and heart are filled with idealistic fantasies about what working in the Maison Gestion is. But fantasies are for the young, not for gestionnaires. And I simply don't know how to write those documents. You're quite direct. Alright, so what business brings you here? Tell me and I'll see if I can... Eon suddenly runs over in a panic. Alas, all is doom and ruin. Mr. Rialt, do you have spare key caps for the typewriter? As I was typing, I suddenly discovered that a keycap was missing. I have no idea when it could have. Did you already have a look nearby? Maybe it just fell off onto the ground. Or maybe it's stuck in a book, or sandwiched between documents. Did you already check these possibilities? Or maybe it's in a pen holder, or your sleeve, or your hair, or in a teacup. I've looked everywhere, even my pockets and shoe buttons. I searched all over, and it's nowhere to be found. Very well, then you should go ask Cornelia. She was literally sitting right next to you. If we do have spares for things like keycaps, then she's the one you need to file a request with. I should just go buy one myself. It shouldn't take Estelle long at all to make a keycap. Why is the blacksmith making a keycap? Is she the only person who can make things in this city? My dear Eon, do you really want to spend your own money? The typewriter and its keycaps are public property, and the property of the Maison Gestion. Filing an application with Cornelia is a proper procedure. It really doesn't cost much at all. This is not a matter of how much. This is another matter of authority and responsibility. Repairing the public property of the Maison Gestion should be paid for by the public accounts of the Maison Gestion. If you pay for this with your private funds and do not file a claim for reimbursement, then when expenses are audited at the end of next year, it will be unclear where the money came from. Fine, I'll go to Cornelia right now. Even buying something is such a pain. Is even paying for things this annoying? This is actually quite normal around here. Please, this way. Let's go find Cornelia. She was sitting right next to you. Oh my god, I feel like my IQ drops every single time I play a quest like this. Hello, Mr. Hyun. May I help you? And hello to you too, Miss Cornelia. Do we have any spare keycaps for a typewriter? You're going to have to be specific. Which character are you missing? Excuse me? My typewriter is missing a keycap, so I'd like to apply for a replacement. If there isn't one in stock, it would also work if you could reimburse the purchase of a new one. Expensing a keycap. That shouldn't be a problem in principle. Sign your name here, please. Just write, requesting reimbursement for replacement keycap due to typewriter malfunction, and then sign your name in office. Very well, I can get the keycap today, right? I really need to get back to work. Mr. Eon, have you ever applied for reimbursement for the purchase of public property before? Being reimbursed for work expenses is not at all like you imagine. You don't simply buy something and reimburse it. We need to compile all the reimbursement receipts and documents on a monthly basis, create summary reports, and then submit everything to the Maison Cardinalis, for approval at the end of the month. This approval process is related to the approval and payment of salaries for the entire Maison Gestion. If the amount expensed is too late, then the Maison Cardinalis will even need to submit it to Monsieur Novelette himself for approval. Payments can only be officially sent out after the review is complete and everything is signed. If he has any questions about a certain expense report, the staff member in question must submit a written report. We are just preparing to submit our first batch of reports, which we shall do sometime in the next few days. You mean if I'm unfortunate enough, then I might require Monsieur Novelette himself to sign off on that keycap reimbursement. Sir, you're making things overly complicated. Just go buy your fudging keycap, send the receipt to Cornelia, and move on about your business. Eventually, in a month or so's time, you'll be recompensed for it. Just move on. Such are the rules, Mr. Eon. And since the total expenses for this month are large indeed, he may very well be required to audit the reports. Monsieur Novelette, wait, isn't that your Chief Justice? But it's just a keycap, and we're making him sign for it. It just doesn't feel right. That's just, oh my god, that's how things work in life. There is a system and everything must be approved every step of the way. To be honest though, there's actually no reason why he can't just buy his own replacement keycaps. That's not against any rules in any way, shape or form. And any business, any normal and not specialized business, let me rephrase, you are allowed to bring your own, stationery to the job. There's no requirement for you to use their stationery. He can go buy a goddamn keycap of his own money and just use the damn thing. There's no reason why he cannot. They're just trying to make this seem super overcomplicated. Isn't there some other way? Let's try something else. Just buy the fudging keycap, man. Why have you got to make a mountain out of a molehill? Good lord, don't you have a report to get back to? I think so too. After all, it's only a keycap and we don't trouble him with it. That is true. There are other ways. Yes, you could go buy a keycap yourself first, then I can provide you an official acknowledgement of debt in the public accounts. I mean, that's what you do in the first place unless you have a business card. After all, the reimbursements have been processed and the payment process completed. The amount owed will be paid to you directly from the public purse. I thought that's what she was talking about originally. Yeah, it's kind of the same system but different, but that's kind of how I thought it was going to go anyway. Excellent, let's do that. After all, a keycap doesn't cost much. I can pay for it. Oh, I guess they have the system for the smaller reimbursements. It's the larger reimbursements that have the longer process. Yeah, fair. And please sign here, and you should still write that. Are you going to purchase a replacement from Mrs. Stell? Yes, indeed. Is anything wrong? Then I will take the IOU to Mr. Royals for him to sign, and then take it to Mrs. Stell to verify the purchase amount. But you don't need to worry about that. Just hurry and buy your keycap. I'll take care of the rest. Thank you so much. You really are the best, Miss Cornelia. I'll go and buy it right now. Come on, traveller. It's time to leave. A lot of businesses have petty cash that is used for such small endeavours. It's more like travel expenses, hotel expenses and stuff like that you need to have official reimbursement for. But nah, petty cash. Petty cash. It's made for situations where a quick, cheap turnaround is required. I don't know why it's called petty cash. The cash isn't petty. Then again, why is a petty officer called a petty officer? Must be another definition to this word I do not know. Yo, I still don't like you or trust you. Yon, what is this? You seem to be out of breath. Estelle, please, I need a keycap for a typewriter. You should have something here, right? He's still not telling you what letter it needs to have written on it. I guess we're just going to handwrite it. Of course, but typewriters have so many different keys. Take a look and see which one you need a cap for. Jon starts rummaging around, searching for a keycap he needs something. This one. This is it. Here's the money. Thank you, Estelle. Bye. And off he goes. Last time you said you'd like to go boating with me. Jon, hey, Jon. He ain't interested, honey. He's got work to do. Oh, I officially have a typewriter keycap that has no notice on it. I think we really are handwriting the character.
I have to keep an eye on the
Can you finally get on with it, sir? Can I point out that your typewriter is not missing a keycap? You lied to me? Great, now I can finally continue working. This proposal must be finished today. Thank you so much. When I have time, I will certainly treat you to an excellent meal. Are you free tomorrow? Come find me here if you've got the time. Wait for me to finish work and we can all go eat a tasty meal. I mean, I've done nothing for you, but okay. Finish your work first, man. You're right, I must work faster. Wait, what's the next sentence? I should have written everything down. This dude is going to give himself an absolute coronary heart attack. Wait, I thought you said after work. Why are we going through to 8 o'clock? Am I going to deal with these work dramas throughout the entire workday until we can go have some food? Are you done writing? Jon. Ah, what? Yes, I finished. I finished writing. It's me. Did you finish writing it? Oh, it's you. I must have fallen asleep. Sorry. Did you even go home? Mr. Rialto and Mrs. Sermaine stayed with me half the night. With their guidance, I finally managed to finish the proposal. But I was just too tired. I thought I'd just close my eyes for a bit. I never thought I'd sleep until now. I need to go find Mr. Thales first and have him stamp this proposal with the official seal of the Maison Gaston, and then take the proposal to Mr. Dufour for his stamp, and then we can officially begin printing it. Then we'll be done with this. Sounds simple enough. Let's go do it. Yeah, in any case, I've heard that Mr. Thales has introduced a brand new type of machine for affixing stamps. They say that it's convenient and made with confidentiality in mind, and they plan to use it throughout the entire Maison Gaston. Take a look. Mr. Royalt even gave me a key. Every department must use this key to activate the stamping machine. Anyway, it all sounds pretty formal and official. Why don't you take another nap? It looks like you can barely walk straight. Anyway, it's just getting the document stamped, and there's that stamping machine to do it. There's no need to rush. No, we can't afford any more delays. Let us go right away. Like you said, it's only a stamp. It shouldn't take too much time. Okay. Okay. Yo. Thales, can I get my document stamped now? Yes, of course you can. Did you bring the key? And please, sign here too. I thought we wouldn't need to sign now that we've got this machine. Well, about that. The machine must still be operated by someone, so you still have to sign in, don't you? It's a guarantee. But this machine is perfect for maintaining secrecy. Without a key, even I can't start it up. But the document's there, and make sure they are properly aligned. Then insert the key into the keyhole. Is this that automatic stamping machine? It looks really ordinary. Like this, and just turn the key. Wait a second. Just hold that pose. Don't move. I'll take a picture. Not afraid of leaks? When we first deployed these machines, Mr. Karzik specifically specified that we must use a camera to make a record of everyone that came to get documents stamped. Your machine can't record the people signing in? I need to move. Can't have this document in the frame. Recently, someone said that there's going to be a new document promulgated? I've never heard this word before. Here at the Maison Gaston that specifically addresses secrets leaked through cameras. I don't want to be the first one to be made an example of, so just take the picture above the document. You can get the top half of the machine and still get its face. Lunara, let's go wait outside. If we're in the photo, maybe we'll get sucked into some kind of baloney involving leaked secrets. Thales carefully takes the picture. Okay, I've taken the photo. Please start up the machine. I turned the key already. Why isn't it responding? It's impossible. I just repaired it. It can't be broken again already. Thales begins to inspect the machine. That's odd. There's nothing wrong with it. Reinsert the key and try again. Okay, here goes. Jan takes out the key, pushes it back in, and the machine still doesn't move. It's not working. Thales, think of something. Maybe you didn't align the document properly? You need to fit the document to the markings. There are hidden trigger mechanisms inside. Does the document have anything to do with the machine not starting? Of course it does. Otherwise, how could the machine know there are documents waiting to be stamped? This is an automatic machine after all. I'm not operating it manually. I mean, you kind of are though, because you have to put your key in to tell it to start. So in a sense, it is manual. Oh, for the love of... Fine. I'll make sure it's properly aligned with all the markings. Jan takes the document out and places it back. The machine still sits there silently. It's no good. It still isn't working. How could this be? The last time I gave it a little smack and then it started working properly again, then I'll give it a whack. It appears we have no choice but to try again. Are we getting too close to the... I'm sorry, I've been reading for 6 hours straight right now. I'm a bit exhausted. It appears we have no choice but to try it. Are we getting close to the point where we resort to prayer to try and fix it? That's true, we can still pray, can't we? Lightly tap the machine. The machine replies to you with complete silence. Auto stamper 3000. Put a bit more oomph into this tap. I like how I'm just sitting here like the goddamn queen I am. And they're standing there. The machine seems like it's too lazy to even care about your efforts. Smack it so hard that its later iterations will feel it. The machine breaks its silence and lets out a rusty, annoyed sound as though a very sleepy person just fell out of bed. Whoa, what's that sound? Don't tell Pam when the machine completely broke down. And then, as if the machine sleepily found its slippers and stumbled over to turn on the light, it begins to operate with a whirl and a clunk. It's finally working. I'm not even going to try because it's not going to let me finish it. Oh, yes. The auto stamper is well worn, but it works slowly and methodically. With several people on the brink of despair gazing at it intently, the machine slowly drops the stamp downward with all the speed of an elderly tent tortoise climbing a cliff. The stamp, having taken its first step onto the paper, seems to stagger around on the document before meandering slowly about, finally settling down to rest. Finally, the machine shivers and shudders and begins to slowly retract the stamp. I told you it would work. I truly don't understand just what's so great about this machine. It's called automatic, but it's far slower than just doing it by hand. But it is perfect for maintaining confidentiality and secrecy. Look around. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't take the stamp out and use it for our own private purposes without permission, dude. All you had to do was pick the piece of paper up and smush it up against the stamp, assuming it's not a retracting stamp. Problem solved. Don't act so smug. What if the machine completely breaks down and Mr. Carsix isn't here either? What then? Well, it'll still be okay. I have a backup key. To open up this machine? No, to open up a box. It's in Mr. Carsix's office. There's a backup stamp in there. Trevor, let's hurry up. We must bind and staple the document so we can deliver it to Mr. D4. I can't wait to be free of this nightmare. Where are those services? Where is your binding service? Binding's super loud, by the way, because it's got to like cut holes into the paper, you know, to be bound, and then like the sound of, depending which binding you get, if it's plastic or not, it can be also really crunchy. But yeah, binding things with the machine, it's fun though. Okay, this is simple things in life, guys. I enjoy binding books. I don't do it in my job, but I did it for my internship. Actually, I did it at my last job a few times. I had to bind documents. Yeah, good times. Okay, we have all the stamps. The document has been bound and stapled. And all that's left... You stapled it, man. Get some official binding in there. And all that's left is to give it to Mr. D4 and we'll finally be done. Today, I'm going to get a good night's sleep and forget all about all this. Then I'll take a good day off and I'll find Estelle and what were you going to do? Boating? Did she say boating? Mrs. Yorn, do you have a moment? Yes, what is it? No way did the reimbursement get approved so quickly. That it did not, but Monsieur Neuvillette sent someone to me and had me come to ask you, why are you expensing a single keycap and not an entire typewriter? Because the single keycap fell off, that's all. Why would I need to expense an entire new typewriter? You know, that does make sense. Perhaps, but a list of items eligible for reimbursement includes typewriters, not individual keycaps. As such, keycaps are a brand new payment item. Why would you even want to have the expense of a new typewriter as opposed to a single keycap? It makes no sense. It's like you just want to throw your money away. Therefore, you must submit a written document to Monsieur Nivelet and explain in detail why you're expensing that single keycap, because it's ridiculous to waste money on a whole new typewriter when the rest of it functions perfectly fine. Why does it feel like some kind of bad joke and not actual government business? It seems kind of ridiculous. Can't you just... If you need to have it in the system as an official item that can be reimbursed, can you not just submit it? Just go, hey, from now on, this is on the bottom of the list of things we can reimburse. Done. Why do we have to write up a whole document and waste Novelette's time? He's got way too much shit to deal with. So you want me to write a separate report to the Chief Justice explaining how I lost a single keycap. The Maison Cardinalise said that it was a request from Monsieur Novelet himself. As if. The Maison Cardinalise says everything is a request from Monsieur Novelet himself. But no one dares test the waters and see if that's actually the truth. Come now, Yon. Calm down and listen to me. As a gestionnaire of the Maison Gestion, orders from the Chief Justice are an imperative, carrying the full weight of the administration. Simply put, you have no choice but to write it. Not that this is a bad thing, you know. You can use this chance to show off your handwriting to him. Not everyone gets a chance to make a separate report to him. But Uh-oh. Hello, friends. Good news. We just caught someone leaking secrets with a camera red-handed. God, that was quick. A sterling example of negative behaviour that we shall conclude in our proposal. And as for this criminal who knew the law yet knowingly violated it, is in fact the very person who reminded everyone not to use cameras lest they expose secrets. Mr. Carsix, your superior. Really? Bloody hell. Him. It's because of him that Yon was up all night running the proposal, and now he's been caught breaking the rules first, no less. He used a camera to take multiple photos of his office and then distributed them to reporters. One of the photos included his own minutes from meetings, and the public has now discovered the contents of the minutes were widely different from what he said in previous speeches. Uh-oh. Rumours are swirling like mad, and it appears that Mr. Carsix's office is about to become the biggest joke in Fontaine. Again. Wait a minute, what do the minutes have to do with the speech? Almost all the contents of the speech were agreed upon in meetings recorded by those minutes. Of course they're related. So why are they so different? Oh, that's actually quite normal. The purpose of the meetings and the minutes is to tell us exactly what content cannot appear in the speech. Whoa. Carsix himself hasn't got the foggiest notion of what he's going to say, and doesn't even have his own ideas. He's completely reliant on being reminded by his subordinates. Wait, so where's Mr. Carsix now? He's awaiting investigation in my office. After all, not only did he leak secret documents, but he also created quite the storm in the city. I think he may have to stay in there for a while. But what about my document? I finished writing it. It's all stamped up and ready, and Hey now, it's okay. You wrote it. It'll get sent out eventually. It wasn't a waste. Calm down. Yon, are you there? Mrs. Smain, you're finally here. Please help me think of something. Don't talk about that now. Your keycap. Have you already expensed it? You think? I even have to write a report to Monsieur Novelet himself about it. Oh, drat. Take a look. Is this that keycap? You found his keycap. Where did you find it? It was under my desk. Just as the cleaning staff was sweeping, they accidentally swept it over. Someone saw it and put it on my desk. I thought it was a keycap from my own typewriter at first, so I put it away. But today, I took a look and I realized my typewriter wasn't missing a single keycap, so... This nightmare, when will it end? Lunara, what really is the meaning behind my work? That you get paid at the end of the day? Well, at the end of the week or the fortnight or whatever you are. He falls to the ground in a faint. Yeah, so you're kind of bringing this upon yourself. No one said that any of us had to be done as an overnighter. Yon! Yon was rushed to the doctor. He's kind of bringing a lot of this stress onto himself, I'm not going to lie. He's the one getting all worked up and forcing himself to stay back and getting just stressed out. This guy needs to take a goddamn sedative and just chill the fuck out. This is all my fault. If only I'd found the keycap earlier, things wouldn't have turned out like this. How is this an issue about the keycap? Hello? That's right, everything's a complete mess. Eon didn't even know what to do. Gatineo and D4 have also just vanished. What's going on with these guys anyway? Eon cares about the meaning of his work. Eon doesn't know what the point of his work is. That kid's always thinking about those sorts of things. The point of work, such a grand topic, can't be easily explained in just a few words. You only heap more pressure on yourself by constantly worrying about such issues. Well, do you know the answer then? No, I've never even considered it. I just work. As for me, Well, I do think about it now and then. I have my own way to deal with stress. If you really want to find the answer, perhaps we could find some time to talk more. But right now, I've got to buy some fruit and go see Yon. Now that's the main matter, and no mistake. I'm also going to go help Yon apply for sick leave. He really needs to rest, yet the dude needs to stop working overtime. Great, we each have our tasks. That's the way to get things done. We'll see you later then, Lunara. Okay, that's the end of the quest. Nope. Huh? That's weird. Where did I put the sick leave form? Go see Cornelia. I'm sure she'll have something. Did that say a sudden squall? Yeah. Witnesses work travails. Man, that guy gets way too stressed for something as simple as an office job. He needs to just calm down. And now we go. I actually super don't know where. Where even is that? Down here? No? Where's that? Fountain of Lucine. Oh, this is the walkway. I can't see it because my fudging pin's there. The pin is the quest I need to do. Idiot. I couldn't see the texture on the map. The features, rather. These people... Yeah, hold up.